Hi, folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Covering the blog post we want to share with you, of course, review the latest in social media and technology. This is a set of speakers that JBL, Harman Kardon have been nice enough to send us. You can go to the website at JBL.com and see these speakers. You can also see them at HarmanKardon.com. And these speakers were at CES being profiled, so they're some of the latest, greatest stuff to come out of JBL when it comes to floor standing speakers, and you can see the video we did on them as we visited CES. So we've got a set to take in review. They also sent us a set of their Studio 520 CBKs, which is a center speaker, and it's pretty awesome, which should go well with these Studio 590 BKs they sent us. So we're going to go ahead and unbox these. These will unbox on separate videos and be reviewed on separate videos, as they're two different products with the center speaker and the big speakers. So we'll break away for that, and be sure to search for each individual video on the Chris Voss Show. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and pre-ripped the box. So we'll just go ahead and peel the box away. This will be the easiest way to prevent this. On the shipping stuff, they say the best thing to do is to take and lay it on its side and remove all the stuff. What we're going to do, go ahead and just kind of cut away the box, as it were, so we go into it. We should get this thing done. Is that pretty or what? Wow. So there you can see how it unboxes. And of course, the other one will box just similarly. You can see it's a beautifully designed object. And of course, we've got some feet here in the bottom. So we're going to pull away the bottom and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here you can see the speakers. We've got them both out of the box. They're both just really beautiful and elegant looking. And stylish. These things are very, very rich looking. They got the beautiful tweeters, of course, up here that you can take and see. Now inside the box, we had the owner's manual. What's interesting is JBL sells these individually, so you can imagine they do that. So if you want to add more pieces to your surround sound collection, you could do that, I suppose. So there's an owner's manual in each box. It also comes in each box with the box that looks like this. For unboxing, it appears that there's some kind of thing in here. We're not sure what it is, but we'll read the manual, figure it out. But it looks like some kind of fin, might be something for the back or whatnot, but we'll figure out what that is. There's a few of these grills that are in here, and I believe these go in the back, in the holes in the back.
Use to dampen the bass if you feel it's too much.
And then we've got some screws that we've got to figure out what they are. Then we have a second one in the box, then we'll bother pulling it out. So that's what comes in the box and how it's unboxed. Now let's talk about the speakers.
Okay, so now we've removed the front cover of one of the left speakers, and you can see here this piece, the plastic piece that we saw come in the box. This is what happens to it once you remove the cover. You close off these exposed holes so that it gives a nice, beautiful, sleek look. You can choose to set your speakers up without the mesh cover or with the mesh cover on it. Both look very elegant and nice. Let's talk about the technical details of the Studio 590 BK. It's a dual 8-inch, 200mm floor standing loudspeaker with high frequency horn and classic JBL bass. It's the most advanced JBL residential loudspeakers, featuring high frequency horns coupled with powerful low frequency drivers to achieve dynamic realism and dimensional accuracy. It's a floor standing speaker designed by the renowned JBL chief engineer Jeff Timbers, and continues his performance proven tradition to produce your favorite movie soundtracks and music with all the subtlety and nuance of the original performance. Now, the specifications, you've got 250 watts recommended amplifier power to put into these babies, dual 8-inch ribbed poly Plus woofer cones, symmetrical field geometry, magnet assembly speakers, 1-inch, 25 millimeter high frequency compression driver, glass filled ABS biradial high frequency horn, low loss 2.5-way crossover network, and a bi-wire capability, which is pretty cool. Sturdy 3.25-inch MDF enclosure and exclusive design. These things are pretty freaking awesome. You're looking at dimensions of 49 and 3/4 in height and 12 inches and 11/16 in width and 16 and a quarter, 16 and a quarter in depth. Now you're looking at frequency response at 35 hertz to 40 kilohertz, a nominal impedance of 6 ohms, sensitivity is 92 decibels, crossover frequencies 1.5 kilohertz. And finally, the weight is 69.5 pounds. Now, these things you see here, these are screws that go on the bottom. You use these when you put the speakers on carpet. They help give you a much better sound response in your audio when using carpet with these speakers. You can do them either way. Okay, so we're going to do a little sound test here for you so you can hear the how each of these speakers sound. The presence is phenomenally awesome. It's just incredible. How well these things play. We'll get into that in a second. We're just going to be playing the two speakers, the center speakers, just for show. We'll be playing some royalty-free music so we keep YouTube happy here. So sorry we can't play anything that you might know. And we'll play a nice, pretty song. Hopefully you'll be able to capture the clarity of sound here. I can tell you it's just mind-blowing, amazing. So we'll go ahead and do that this time. And we've got it turned up to what we think is a good range for listening. Actually, we're going to do something just for fun here. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. What we're going to do is just, we're going to flip on and off the center speaker so you can hear the difference, because we noticed that the sound is incredibly much more pretty with the JBL in. So we're going to start with the 2-channel, and then when you see me go like this, we'll be engaging the central channel, then we'll disengage it and turn it on again. Okay, so let's sum up the technical standards of this. With a dual 8-inch low-frequency transducers with the rib polyplast cones and rubber surrounds, basically what that's going to give you is low-frequency transducers that will produce a powerful bass output. The woofer cones are ribbed for strength and stiffness, which reduce your distortion for precise cone movement, and the rubber woofer surrounds the permanent long cone extrusions for increased output with minimal heat and distortion, even at high listening levels. They really put a lot of work into these speakers. It's crazy. And it's got a rear-facing port that increases and extends your bass output and response. Now, the 1-inch high-frequency compression driver basically gives you a straight path from the system's high-frequency drivers to your ears. The more lifelike the sound is what it will give you. It's got controlled directivity to help you keep the path straight. And to provide controlled directivity, the floor-standing loudspeaker employs an advanced Tionics compression driver and glass-filled ABS bi-radial horn. It gives you brilliantly clean highs of up to 40 kilohertz directly to your ears for three-dimensional imaging that rivals high professional systems. And I got to tell you, it really is super sharp, super clear, and beautiful. The 1.5-inch woofer voice coils with symmetrical field geometry technology in them produce amazingly low-frequency sound and just gives you linear cone travel, which provides high power handling capability and dramatically reduces the harmonic distortion. The low-loss 2.5 crossover network, 2.5 way, I should say, will give you a loudspeaker with the high-quality materials and components with low-loss crossover networks that reduce distortion and coloration, not to mention rigid, heavy-braced, medium-density fiber board enclosures with non-parallel surfaces to reduce unwanted resonances. They think of everything. And then in the end, it's just got the exclusive JBL weave design. It's got striking black color that it comes in, and you can also get this in cherry vinyl finishes, which is pretty awesome looking. And the weave design that adds a distinctive touch to any home decor. Very beautiful speakers. I got to tell you, I had a nice old set of Affinis that I've had for about 12 years that we were able to retire with these set of speakers. I'm super impressed with these speakers. They're beautiful. The sound is crystal clear. One of the things I really, really, really enjoy about these is the left and right stereo channels, the separation and the reading of it, the presentation of it is awesome. If you listen to a lot of the old, especially in the 80s and 90s, they had a lot of rock where they took and they separated the channels. Even the Beatles did it, and they presented different sounds from one channel to another, from left to right. These present them well, and probably the most clarity that I've ever heard in a speaker when hearing the exact sounds they're using. The bass is amazing. It's super powerful. It will shake your floor and make you feel the thickness of the bass and also the mid-range. When you're watching a movie, cars drive by, any sort of bass effect comes through huge and makes you just feel like you're in the movie or in the experience or in the music as you can do it. The piano music, you can literally hear the notes playing, the fall of the keys, the lift of the keys. If you're used to playing the piano, you'll know what I'm talking about, where you can just hear that clarity of the movement of the keyboard underneath the musician's hands. Super impressed with these. Very well worth the money. Go ahead and make the investment. Go to JBL.com. That's JBL.com. Order yourself up the 590 BKs, the Studio 590 BKs. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. Be sure to check back in often and see what we do with the JBL center speaker. We certainly loved it and we were very impressed with it. If you're going to get the JBL 590s, get the JBL 520 center speaker that we did on our other review. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check back often.